Hello. Hi, hello, hey. How's everyone doing? I know you might be doing fine as you won't be here today, right? So I told you last week also to be here on time. So I'll give you just around 30 seconds. No. Around 10 seconds for you to come, take your books out and sit in your seats. So here I start the countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now I'm gonna start reading out the questions, but no, I've got a lot of things to share today. Actually, you know what? My mummy is preparing something there out. Something which is very yummy because I saw her bringing all the stuff in. I don't know what it is actually, but when I get thirsty, I'm gonna rush home and see what she has prepared, okay? So yeah, hope everyone's ready with their books out. So I'm gonna read out the questions and we're gonna discuss the answers right now. Alright, open my book and go to question number 1. Okay, so this question is damn easy. What type of acid is vinegar? What type of acid is vinegar? Is it an acetic acid, citric acid, or a folic acid? What type of acid is vinegar? Is it an acetic acid, citric acid, or a folic acid? I know the answer for this. It's not a citric acid. I'll tell you why. That is because I have got to the habit of having lime juice, you know. Lime, which is squeezed, then a water, sugar, salt and stir up. That sort of juice is lime. So I've got used to that. And then, you know, my father said I'll be getting citric acid issues in the future because it has citric, this lime. And then, one day in the lab, the teachers told us to bring acetic acid. So I was like, okay, from where can we buy this acetic acid? And then she said, okay, bring a bottle of vinegar. So, what type of acid is vinegar? It's an acetic acid. Let's go check for your reassurance.
The answer is
acetic acid. I told you na, the answer is correct. You wanted to check. Check na? Fine. Right. So, this acetic acid, I told you the story behind it na. So, these are the ways you could remember. Now, because just that incident happened in the lab, I remember that this acetic acid means vinegar. Use method like that to remember those sort of things, right? Let's move on to question number 2, right? Do seals have legs or flippers? Do seals have legs or flippers? Do seals have legs or flippers? Seals, have you seen seals now? Okay, so these seals are to be seen in the, I think in the Antarctic region. Yeah, where you have all these glaciers, a lot of snow and all. Seal is an animal, some sort of similar to this dolphin, I think. Yeah, he has 2 teeth, the teeth coming down like this. Right? So that is what I can remember about him. Anyhow, he doesn't have legs. He just goes like this. He just glides and moves. So he has no legs. So he has flippers. Yeah, he has flippers. If you want to go check, let's go check.
The answer is
flippers. I told you na, it's gonna be flippers. These seals have flippers, right? So, the true seals, also this could be known as the earless seals or the crawling seals. there are over 18 species of semi-aquatic marine animals. They are semi-aquatic marine animals, right? So, they are one of the 3 families with the superfamily known as pinnipeds. They are one of the 3 families within the superfamily known as pinnipeds. This pinniped means feather, foot in Latin. Penny means feather, ped means foot in Latin. So, what is this pinniped thing? Yeah, pinniped means feather foot in Latin, right? The other 2 families are walrus and sea lions. So, these sea lions are the fur seals. They are also known as what? I told you before. What are they called as? They are known as the eared seals, right? Sea lions. So, the fur seals are also in the sea lion family, and they are not the true seals, right? The seals' ancient ancestors were land animals, probably somewhat similar to the others, right? For reasons unknown, the terrestrial creatures returned to the ocean about 20 million years ago, where they have since become the most successful and widely distributed family of the carnivores in the world. So, that is about these seals or the sea lions and all of this. So, these seals, they are known as earless seals and the crawling seals also. They are one of the 3 families within the superfamily known as the pinnipeds. Now, what is this pinnipeds? Pinny means feather, ped means foot, so it's feather foot. Okay, so question number 3 is going to ask you, who is the heaviest insect? Which is the heaviest insect? Is it the Atlas moth, Goliath beetle or the giant tortoise? Atlas moth, Goliath beetle or the giant tortoise? Now, how am I supposed to know this? This sort of irritates me, right? Because how am I supposed to know this? Am I supposed to take all the insects to the hand and weigh them and just compare them out? Is it? Okay, what do I expect? I don't know. I don't know the answer for this. Let's check.
The answer is
giant tortoise. Okay, so it was giant tortoise, right? So I don't know how they got the answer, but they have got to know. Giant tortoise, right? So there are 11 species of this giant tortoise. And the large species, they can be around 10 centimeters, which means around 4 inches, and not inclusive of legs and antennas, right? They have a body mass with no more than 35 grams. One gravid-captive female can reach for a mass about 70 grams, but this abnormal, right, as this individual was unmated and retained an abnormal number of eggs, right. The largest species of the giant tortoise is the little barrier giant island weta, known as the wetapunga also, right. So, this giant weta tends to be less social and more passive than the other weta. Their genus name is Denacrida, which means the terrible grasshopper, right, from Greek language. And in the same way, dinosaur means terrible lizard, you know. They are found preliminary on the New Zealand offshore islands, having almost exterminated on the main island by introduced mammalian pests, right. So, they sort of extinct due to the pests, the pest controls they have, right. So, I think this waiting is gonna kill me off, right? So I'm done with this third question also, but it's like I am done halfway because this waiting is killing me. I want to just know what's going on in the kitchen. So I trust on me, have the trust on me, I'll just be back, right? So bye bye for a short while, I'll just be back. Hi, welcome back. Hello. Fine. Okay, I went to the kitchen and you know what I found out? So my mother has brought all the stuff and she is very nicely sleeping, you know. So I was sort of devastated, sort of sad, and now it's like funny also for me. It's fine. Let's move on to the fourth question. Yeah. Name the chemical used to make toothpaste white. Name the chemical that is used to make the toothpaste white. Titanium dioxide, hydrogen, carbon dioxide or helium. So the fourth question is, name the chemical that is used to make toothpaste white, and they have given you 4 options. With that you have titanium oxide, hydrogen, carbon dioxide and helium. I know the answer is not hydrogen, carbon dioxide and not helium. So I think the answer has to be titanium dioxide because I just have a little memory of it. Let's go check whether that is the answer.
The answer is
Titanium dioxide. So yeah, titanium dioxide is what is used to make the toothpaste white. So talking about in this regard, now I'm going to be sort of a professor, right? How many of you brush teeth? Yeah, that is not a question to ask. I know all of you brush teeth, but how many times do you brush teeth per day? I'm going to be sort of professor type, you know. How many times do you brush teeth per day? I do it 2 times every day, but 3 times also some days. How many of you just brush teeth only one day? Raise your hands, please. Okay, I can see, but if you do it only on one day, please, no. That is not good. You have to brush teeth at least twice a day. Once you wake up from sleep and once you go to sleep. Before going to sleep, right? Keep it in mind and let's go to the question number 5. Which asks you as to in what year did Alexander Graham Bell patent the telephone? As in you have been given the years, you have to say in which year did Alexander Graham Bell patent the telephone? 1836, 1856 or 1876? I didn't know the answer for this. Let's go check.
the answer is
1876. Okay, so it was in 1876. You saw the answer now? So what is this telephone? You know what telephone is, right? Have you got any idea about how the telephone was years back? So now you have mobile phone and then you have the land phone. But years back, the telephone was something like this. You have to just rotate it like this, one circle, then one number out of the 10 digits. Another circle, then another number. Another circle, you have to rotate it like this, right? That is how the earlier telephone was. Not very comfortable, not very efficient like how it is now. But for those days, it was like, wow, it's magical for those days. Because those days, a lot of people I mean, they didn't have ways to communicate, right? Even for a message, they had to send smoke, they had to communicate through smoke, they had to communicate through pigeons, they had to communicate through drums, they had to beat for drums and you have to shout saying your message. You can't just instantly drop a text to someone, you have no device for that. But now if you want, you could just take out the phone, I mean the mobile phone, and you can just drop a text to someone, right? Not those days. Those days you have to either send it through smoke or else you have to send the pigeons or the birds with your message written. And then coming further, you had telegram system and then this letter system where you had to write and post the letter. And then came this telephone, and then your land phones, then your mobile phones. Now we have different kinds of phones and stuff to communicate, right? So this concept of telephone came from Sir Alexander Graham Bell. Right. Let's move on to question number 5. Oh no, question number 6, which is the last question of the day. Yeah. Oh book, please be efficient in turning pages. Right. Okay. Match the name with the picture. The picture is given. Match the name with the picture. Right. Is it the Forbidden City in China? You have been given with 4 options. Is the Forbidden City in China, Acropolis in Greece, Versailles Palace, or Mont Saint-Michel's, France? I think it's Mont Saint-Michel's, France. Let's go check it out.
The answer is
Mont Saint-Michel's, France. Okay, so Mont Saint-Michel's, France. Saint-Michel's mountain is a tidal island and a mainland commune in Normandy, France. Right? This island is located about 1 kilometer off the country's northwest coast at the mouth of the Quaison River near the Aveches, and 7 hectares in area. This mount is 7 hectares in area. The main island part of the commune is 393 hectares in area. As in 2015, the island had a population of about 50. And Mont Saint-Michel's and Bay are in the UNESCO list of World Heritage Sites. And it is visited by more than 3 million people each year. Now always like this, I tell you a lot of places now. Over here also you have Forbidden City, China, Versailles Palace, Mont Saint-Michel in France, and then this Versailles Palace, the Acropolis in Greece. These things do you go home and check. I mean, you can go to all of these places, and see all of them with your naked eyes. But still, you can search, you can browse the internet and see all of this, no? Right? You can. So you have to have the interest in doing so, right? Or else, I'm just telling you, you don't know what these things are. But once you see the pictures, you get it to your mind. Because images go quickly to your head, right? Okay. So I've been blabbering since I've started to do the homework, and now I'm so tired and I'm not gonna get anything also, I think, once I go back home, because my mother was not preparing anything new. I don't know whether she has prepared it now, but I don't know, we'll see. Anyhow, you can remember what you have to do, right? If you have any questions, you can send it to the address you see right over here, number 244.9 Express, Cadwell Road, Malabar, and then note 7682122266 is our phone number. You can call us up through WhatsApp or Viber. You see the number here now? And then Follow our Instagram, Twitter and Facebook pages to see me on the other days also. And yes, do subscribe our YouTube channel, which is A-First TV. Keep all these things in mind and have an adult when you do all these things, right? Have an adult around. I'll be back the next week. Stay tuned. Bye-bye. Okay, be on time. Bye. Stay safe.